Atrioc drama. All right. Why has he got his wife in the back? Why is his wife there? Did she actually like say anything, or is she just in the back? She just sit there like out of focus the whole time. Do you know the Atrioc drama well? I don't really. I know he watched like deepfake porn of his friends, like streamers. I'm pretty sure like Pokemon and everything was included in that, which is really weird, by the way. I just want to like put that out there before we actually start watching it. I'm pretty sure he paid for it as well. Like he paid to have someone make deepfake porn.
I'm just gonna give it like a few minutes.
Oh, he's muted. Hold on. Does he actually just not talk for the first 3.5 minutes?
I'm definitely gonna address everything today, but you know, if you say something way over the line, I ask the mods to stop it, but I'm not like trying to hide anything, or I'm gonna talk about it all. Just I don't know if you could keep it just semi-civil, that would help. Thank you.
Wait, what? What did he say? Hold on, I need to actually turn this up more. I actually can't hear it.
I'm definitely gonna address everything today, but you know, if you say something way over the line, I ask the mods to stop it, but I'm not like trying to hide anything, or I'm gonna talk about it all. Just I don't know if you could keep it just semi-civil, that would help. Thank you.
Oh, that's what he said. Okay, cool. The man is married and just exactly, yeah, that's kind of weird.
I'll probably give it like 5, because I don't want to say it a bunch of times. So if you just give me like 5 minutes, I'll talk about it.
It is kind of weird that like someone who's married, even someone in a relationship, buying deepfake porn is a bit weird. It is a little bit weird. I mean, anyone buying deepfake porn is weird, but even more weird when you're in a relationship. But also, on the same kind of similar note, I don't think it's weird to watch porn when you're in a relationship. I think it very much depends on what your partner wants. You know, I think you should ask your partner, and you know they should be comfortable with the fact that you're doing it. Well, not they should be comfortable, but like you should ask them, and if they're not comfortable with it, you shouldn't do it. The deepfake porn thing is different because like with normal porn, a lot of the time, you're not watching it to see a particular person, if that makes sense. Whereas deepfake porn, you definitely are. You're specifically looking for porn. Well, you're not just looking for it, you're creating porn of like a person that you know or a celebrity or something like that. So you're watching it or looking at it for that person. It's probably being made an example of. He was just the one unfortunate enough to be caught looking at it first. Yeah, that's true. Because I don't think this has happened before. I'm not entirely sure. But the fact that the whole like deepfake thing is very new, very dubious to be paying for it regardless. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a stupid take that I'm about to say. The take that I have right now is very insensitive, but there is already pre-existing deepfake porn of a lot of female streamers. I'm not condoning that. I think that's kind of weird that exists as well. In my opinion, it should be illegal to make deepfake porn of someone without their consent. It's very weird to do that. But then he's paying for custom stuff. You know, it's even weirder. I don't understand why you would ever do that. The thing is, Atrioc was friends with, as far as I'm aware, was friends with like Pokemon and Cutie Cinderella and all those. So it's very weird that he would do that, and I absolutely understand if they want absolutely nothing to do with him anymore, you know? Because like if someone who was my friend did that to me, I would be very, very uncomfortable. I think any normal person would be uncomfortable if that happened to them. I think in general, making porn based off of real people is weird. Like even drawing real people, um, and having it be sexual is kind of weird. I mean, if it's a character, it's not that weird. Like to a certain degree, a character is fictional, right? Most characters are completely fictional. I like QT Cinderella's view on an AI picture of her nude blowing up on Reddit from that site. She said, "Thank you to Atrioc for bringing it to light," but she's more mad at the creators of the site. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I think it should be absolutely illegal to make porn of someone without their consent. I think it's ridiculous to even consider making porn of someone without their consent. I think that's kind of fucked up that you would do, like, that someone would do that. But it's also, I wouldn't say equally, but it is also kind of fucked up that you would pay for that. A lot of VTubers are fine with the not safe for work art of them. Yeah, because they're characters. It's people making porn of their characters. It's not people making porn of them, like their actual real life appearance. I think it's a bit different. Like if it's a character that, for example, now this is going to be a weird example because I'm not sure if you guys have seen quite this guy. Like his character is like this, right? It's not what he actually looks like. He doesn't actually look like this. He's not this. And people have made drawings that are somewhat sexual of this. And he doesn't care because that's not what he actually looks like. Because it's not his actual face. It's not his actual body. It's not someone putting a realistic image of his face on a realistic image of someone else's body to create something sexually explicit. With the deepfake stuff, I mean, it is fucked up. I mean, if there's drawings of characters, it's fine. If there's drawings of real people, not so much. If there's actual images of those people that look realistic, that's even more fucked up. Cutie said that she has serious body dysmorphia from seeing that AI picture everywhere, and she said she's people bombing her DMs with naked pictures. Yeah, I mean, I probably would as well. It's fucked up. It is. I think it's not right to do that, especially actually then people actually sending it to her. That's weird. She said she was going to seriously sue the creator. If she does, she definitely wins. Probably sends this guy to jail. Yeah, I mean, she's so much evidence for so many. Yeah, I'm not sure if it is illegal or not, but it should be illegal, absolutely, to make those kind of images. And I think anyone that is the victim of that should easily be able to, punish the people that make those images through the legal system. I wonder though, what if someone makes it just for themselves? Is it as bad? It's still bad, but if it's not shared, it's not as bad, but at the same time, it's still pretty bad. Yeah, I'm gonna skip a little bit in. Distributing it is definitely crossing the line of what should be legal. Yeah, I think it's disturbing to create it for yourself. It is definitely disturbing. I think you have some kind of mental issue. I think you should see a therapist. That's my honest opinion. If you're creating that or paying someone else to create that kind of content, even if it is just for yourself, you should consider going to a therapist. If you think about your friends like that, if you create content like that about your friends, go to a therapist if you can afford it, and talk to them about it. Have a genuine conversation with them. They can help you understand why you think like that. They can help you stop thinking like that. And it can be overall, it can improve your mental health a lot. Any issues that you think of like that, talking them out with someone who actually knows what they're talking about can help a lot. But if you're distributing it it's fucked up. It should be illegal. But I do agree though that the whole like being famous thing, making big mistakes, can definitely come with being famous. 10 seconds of video and 15 minutes of talking. You're right. Yeah, every single video that has been on this stream so far is like that.
Everyone here probably knows what's going on. I want to say first of all that it's true. It's 100% true. I looked at a deep fake porn video of streamers. It's disgusting. It really is disgusting. It's disgusting. It's fucking it's wrong. Sorry, I didn't sleep all night. So I'm just
So far, and this might be a weird take, but so far, one of the best apology videos I've seen. Because he hasn't immediately said, I didn't do it, guys. I didn't do it. At least he's admitting to it. You know what I mean? At least he's actually saying, yeah, I did it. It's 100% true. All of the accusations are true. And it's disgusting. At least he said that. He admits to it, but then shifts. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, we'll keep watching. We'll see where this goes.
I guess what I want to say is, so I already feel I'm deeply fucking embarrassed about this. I'm deeply fucking, I'm embarrassed. I'm angry at myself. I just feel so fucking stupid.
He says he clicked on an ad that brought him to the site. Alright, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Him saying that he feels embarrassed, to me, I'm kind of playing the role of an armchair psychologist right now, but to me, that gives me the impression that he's not like sorry that he did it. He's sorry that people found out about it.
I just feel so fucking stupid. Before I go into the apology, because I think it feels weird if you use a but later, I just want to say a couple facts early. I want to get them out of the way because
let's see.
It's only because I was torturing myself reading fucking LSF comments that made me feel sick to my stomach, and they're way too far. They took it way too far. So I don't know if I should include this or not, but I have the receipt thing right here. This
okay, it's kind of weird that he's going off on a like he keeps going off on weird tangents. I understand that, like, obviously, as he said, he didn't sleep, and this is probably a mentally straining thing to go through. I'm not like sympathizing with him right now. I'm just saying, like, it's probably mentally straining to have to deal with. But he keeps explaining things really weirdly. Like he said, I want to give some facts because I saw some live stream failed subreddit comments that were really, like, they were haunting me. They were torturing me. It was so bad. These comments, they were so bad. They just went so far. They went too far, way too far. It's like, that's not really important. It's really not important. You can say, yeah, I'm giving some facts to disprove some of the misinformation that was being spread around. You say that, but then going off on a weird tangent like that's a bit strange.
It's from the exact same day that fucking clip is from. All right, there's no pattern of behavior. It's not months and months and months. It was just one video on the same day, and I just stupidly left the fucking tab open, and it was at 2 a.m. on the night before when Ari was out of town. So, and again, there's no excuse for it. I'm not defending it anyway. I think this whole fucking category of stuff is wrong, 100%. But I want people to know that, because the thing that hurt me the most is like, I've done a lot on the stream to like create a pattern of behavior where I really want, especially women on Twitch, to feel safer. Like we call fucking booba spam cringe. We don't do that there. I've never made like a fucking weird, I don't know, seat sniffing joke. I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like that on the stream. And we don't tolerate any sex behavior in the chat. We ban it on site. And like I've done this consistently over and over and over. And then fucking at 2 a.m.
Okay, it seems a little strange to say that as well. this could just be my opinion, but he's going on and on about how I try to make my stream like safe for women. I want to make Twitch a safer place for women. Um, he can say that all he wants. It doesn't necessarily mean he means it. Let's say, for example, this is an example, right? Let's say I robbed a homeless guy. Okay, this is a wacky example. I'm going out there, but I robbed a homeless guy. Okay, let's say that. And I make an apology video talking about how I robbed a homeless guy and it was wrong. And, I shouldn't have done it. Obviously, yeah, it was wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I still did it. I still took that money. I still spent it on something. But yeah, I'm addressing the fact that it's wrong. Cool. But then he's going on about how, like, he does all this stuff. It's like me saying, well, I've given money to homeless people before and I donate to charity all the time. It's like, well, that, it doesn't make the fact that I robbed a homeless guy any less bad. And it's completely irrelevant information. It's completely irrelevant. I don't need to tell you that for my apology to be an apology. I'm just trying to gain sympathy points. It's just me going, oh, I did this good thing, and I did this good thing, and I do all these good things. It's just the one bad thing that I did. It's just the one bad thing. It's kind of like, but I'm a good person, guys, I swear. It's almost like he's trying to redirect people's thoughts into, here's all the good things I do. Think about that, please. Think about the fact that I'm actually a good person, please. I think if you're going to make an apology video, you need to disconnect yourself from who you think you are, right? Like, completely remove any sense of ego from it and just talk about what you did. Say it was a bad thing to do. It won't happen again. And then especially, you should also apologize directly to the people who were the victims of whatever you did. That's very important. But you shouldn't then talk about, like, your achievements or your accomplishments or here's the things I did beforehand that should make this less bad. I think, like, your apology should be, I fucked up, it won't happen again. Here's a wild example. Take someone like Jesus, right? Someone who, according to the Bible, literally used miracles to heal people, like to give blind people sight. Say he murdered someone in cold blood, just for no reason. He just stabbed someone on the street. All those good things that he did before they don't in any way make him killing someone better. Jesus would not then say, well, hey, I've done all these good things. Yeah, but you stabbed someone, you killed someone. I don't think this kind of apology where you're just saying, but these are the good things I did. Please accept me again into the community. Don't do that. Just say, like, I fucked up. I know I fucked up. I want to change myself. I want to make myself a better person. I'm going to go to therapy. I'm going to see a therapist or a counselor or whatever. I'm going to talk through these issues. I'm going to try and fix them before I come back to streaming. All that kind of stuff. Attempting to justify your actions, not apologizing for your wrongs. Yeah, very good point.
I've been watching so much fucking. I've been reading so much fucking AI stuff. I'm reading all this fucking stuff about AI and fucking deepfake music, deepfake art, and everything. And I'm in these fucking discords, and I just feel so embarrassing to me. But I was on fucking Pornhub, dude. I was on a fucking regular ass normal fucking website, and there was an ad. There's an ad on every fucking video for this fucking. So I know other people must be clicking it because it's on every fucking video for fucking.
So basically, he's saying that the targeted advertisements basically showed him an ad for deepfake porn, and that, like, because that ad shows up, it means that it's a popular ad, which is not how advertising works, by the way. As someone who has gone through the steps to put up an ad before, you select the age range that you wanted to target, you select the, like, demographics, like all the, like, what they're interested in, all that kind of stuff, and then whatever amount of money you pay changes how long it's going to be up for, and how many people are going to see it. So it just means the guy that made the ad paid a decent amount of money to get it seen. There's also not that many advertisements on porn sites in comparison to every other site because it's done slightly differently. Don't think he's doing all this AI research that he said he was. I mean, we can't know for sure if he was or if he wasn't. We have to kind of just take his word for it, which is, you know, taking someone's word for something isn't always the best way to go. It does kind of seem like he's just making an excuse, which is a bit strange. If I was in this situation, I'd just say, yeah, I clicked on an ad that I saw on whatever, on Pornhub. I clicked on an ad that I saw for deepfake porn. That's it. Like, that's all you need to say. You know, I saw an ad, and I clicked on it. It's not like you don't have to give all this backstory. Who really clicks on ads, especially on a porn website? Yeah, that's also a bit weird.
Fucking deepfake thing, and then I click it, and I'm fucking in this fucking rabbit hole, and at 2 a.m. I don't know, I got morbidly curious, and I click something, and I it's just fucking, it's gross. It's gross, and I'm sorry. I really am. I really fucking am. It's not, I don't know. It's so embarrassing. I just really want to get across. It's not like a fucking pattern of behavior. And I don't know what I want to say or not, but I just hate doing this on stream, man. This is not what my stream's about at all. I hate this drama stuff, but I just feel bad. And I saw some comments for people that are in my community that were talking, and they felt so let down, and it made me feel so fucking sick. So I know I'm like joking a lot in this stream, but it does mean a lot to me. Like, I put a lot of fucking time into it. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking sorry. I don't support this stuff. I don't believe this stuff. I'm not like a fucking advocate in any way. I regret it. I would never do it as long as I live. Like, as long as I live, I'll never do anything like this again. And I don't know. I'm just the most fucking vanilla. It's just too much information, but I'm the most fucking vanilla guy when it comes to anything. Like, we don't do sexual jokes on here. We don't. I fucking.
Again, he's doing the same thing again. I don't do this. I don't do this thing. But you did. You did do it. That's the problem. Like, he's making excuses to try and justify the fact that, like, no, guys, it was a once-off. It doesn't matter if it's a once-off. Like, if I shoot someone, it's a once-off. Like, I don't have a pattern of behavior of shooting people, but it's still weird. And I'm definitely supporting shooting people by shooting someone. You know what I mean? It's like if I look up something weird, like, say now, it's nearly 4 a.m. here, right? If I say, hey, well, you know, it was 4 a.m. and I've never done it before, and I'm not going to do it again. It's like, I still did it, though. If you look something up or you do something online, especially if you buy something online, you made that choice. You had to make that decision. And buying something, I know I've done it before, even in, like, video games. I've gone to buy something and then thought, hold on, wait a minute. Is this a good idea? Should I do this? And then sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because sometimes I think it's like a waste of money. Like, what am I actually getting out of this? Paywalls are the greatest deterrent. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently not for this guy. I don't know, if you buy it, if you actually, like, buy something, it makes it even more obvious that you didn't really think about what you were doing before you did it. You know, you should think about every decision you're gonna make. I don't know what the whole situation is behind, like, how they got released, like, how people actually found out about this. It sounds like he opened it, like, on stream by accident. I haven't heard much about that. To enter financial details into something is a commitment to your decision. Yeah. The bigger picture here that we should talk about is the sexualization of female streamers. Yeah. He showed the site on stream? Okay. Did he show it, like, on purpose, or was it an accident? Because if he showed it, like, by accident, I don't think that's as... I mean, obviously, it's a big fucking mistake to show something like that on stream. But if he showed it on purpose, obviously, it's a lot worse. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like when it's like that? Yeah? Oh, okay. So it was literally like a split second. Got a lot of tabs open. Dude, don't even get me started. I got so much stuff open. People clipped it and just loaded it in like the website. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's worse, I think it's worse that he had the tab open in the first place than it is that he accidentally shared it. It's morally worse that he had it open in the first place than him accidentally sharing it. But the consequences of him sharing it are worse than the consequences of him having it open, if that makes sense. In the bigger picture, it's worse that the images were shared. If you look at it like in a void, if you look at it, it's worse that he bought them and had it still had it open while he was streaming. It kind of goes to show that he didn't really care that much, considering like he didn't even bother closing the tab. You know, I think at some point the knowledge of such things. I think it's better that it became known to the mainstream now. But I don't think it had to be done through this kind of situation. I mean, obviously, yes, in the long run, it's better that it's become public, like general knowledge that they exist. But I think it's very unfortunate that this is the way it happened. Most evil part of it is that the website was even a thing in the first place. Yeah, I mean, it is bad that the website existed in the first place, but it was also his choice to go to the website, and then he again made the choice to buy that stuff. So I don't think I absolutely think that he is to blame for it. Obviously, it wouldn't have happened if the website didn't exist, but he is the one to blame for that content existing. You know, it's like, once again, if we go with the whole like me shooting someone thing, if I shoot someone, I made the decision to shoot someone, right? But whoever sold me that gun gave me the means to do it. I'm not putting the blame on the person who sold me the gun or the person who manufactured the gun. I would put the blame on myself for shooting the person, but I wouldn't have been able to do it had that gun not existed in the first place. Obviously, this is a slightly different situation because, technically speaking, a gun is not inherently evil, whereas like the creator of the website is a fucked up person. So it is a slightly different situation, but he still made the decision to go through with it. I think it's a very complicated situation. It's not black and white. You can't say this person is bad. You can't just say this person is bad. Obviously, if he is like telling the truth in his apology, he made a mistake. He made a pretty big mistake by doing it. So it's not a case of him being evil. He's not a bad person necessarily, but he made a really, really bad mistake. I'm not trying to defend him, by the way. I don't really know him, so I've never watched any of his streams before this, so I don't really know what he's like. I'm just looking at it from a completely outside perspective. It's really a nuanced and complex issue that should be addressed at government level. Yeah, in terms of outlawing the creation, distribution of deepfakes. Yeah, I think it should be illegal to create deepfakes that are sexual or are even embarrassing or made to spread misinformation. Like if you make a video of Biden, a deepfake video of Biden saying something that he's never said before that completely goes against what he believes, and it creates it creates misinformation that eventually spreads, and now certain people think that that's something he actually said, that should also be illegal. But I think like deepfakes in general are a very complicated situation to even like talk about, especially when it comes to like the legality of it and morals. Like when it comes to the morality of whether or not deepfakes in general are a good thing. Certainly a very complex issue. I think there isn't really a big enough discussion around at the moment. Obviously now, because of this, there's going to be a much bigger discussion around it.
Reddit, not safe for work gifts is 99% if I ever do any fucking porn. It's so weird to say, but I don't know. I just clicked a fucking link at 2 a.m. and the morals didn't catch up to me, and I'm sorry. I really fucking am. I don't know if you have any, I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, it's just deeply upsetting and extremely embarrassing. But I do believe Brandon in saying this is not a pattern of behavior. He's pretty transparent with everything, keeping all his tabs open all the time. So I'm pretty privy to what he's up to. And Brandon always clicks through paywalls, so that wasn't kind of like an obstacle for him. And when he assures me that he'll never do anything like this again, I fully believe that. I'm just so sorry for everyone he's hurt by doing something like this. And don't feel bad for me. I'm not the victim. But I apologize for everyone he's hurt. And will continue to hurt.
I do think though, like if someone that wasn't famous made that purchase, it would also be kind of strange. But then if they shared it, it is a bit of a complicated thing to talk about. But him being famous, I don't think is an excuse, in my opinion. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Like, I understand that you're saying, like, it isn't necessarily the reason for it, and it's not an excuse for it. I understand that. But I do think that the fact that when it did happen, he got so much backlash, like, immediately, I think that could be very damaging for someone. I'm not defending him. But I do think it can be quite damaging for someone's mental health to have that much backlash immediately, especially considering that the main issue here, the main issue isn't that he bought it. The main issue is the fact that the deepfake porn exists, and that the websites exist, and that people are actually willing to create that content for other people. Like, that's the main problem. In this particular issue, like this isolated incident, I think it is fucked up that he would do that, especially with people who are his friends. And the fact that he's married doesn't particularly, doesn't make it better. It is, to some extent, a good thing that, it's a good thing that he is somewhat, well known to the public, so that this particular issue can become well known to the public. It is just unfortunate, it's unfortunate that because he's well known, he's the one that's getting backlash rather than the deepfake porn that exists in the first place. Not to justify him purchasing it, but people aren't focusing on the real problem, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know if I got this fucking screenshot here that shows that the charge is from the 26th, which is the day the clip is from. I don't know. I asked Ari if I should show it. She said no. I asked fucking my mods. They said no. I don't know. But it's just fucking. I don't know.
I don't think he needs to. I don't think that's important.
I don't know. I don't have. I just wanted to say something because I'm going to Japan pretty soon, and I didn't want this to feel like something I was fucking avoiding or not talking about. I'm ashamed. I really am fucking ashamed. I feel like there's just pain, like right in my fucking gut, like I got punched, and I just hate that that's gonna be even associated with me because I don't believe in it. I don't stand for it. I think it's fucking wrong. I mean, I talk about the dangers of stuff all the time. I don't know. I saw fucking ad at 2 a.m. and I clicked.
Yeah. I think my main point I would say about this is with what he's saying right there, my main point that I would say is unfortunately when you make a mistake like that, it sticks with you. I'm not entirely sure what the full phrase is, but I think it's like you can build 100 bridges and suck one dick, and like you become the dick sucker. Like you're not a bridge builder, even though you've built 100 bridges and you only sucked one dick. Certain things will stick with you more than other things, and this particular thing, he will be known as the streamer that watched the deepfake porn for a while. It is inevitable that that will happen because of the fact that, again, he's probably the first streamer that's been caught doing it. What if you're a 100 dick sucker and you build one bridge? Well, you're still the dick sucker. But yeah, again, like it will stick with him. If it was just an accident and it's something that he deeply regrets doing, what if you're the 100 dick sucker and you solve world hunger? Well, then you're both. You solved world hunger, but you still sucked 100 dicks. I mean, I think the only thing that would, in my opinion, the one thing that he could do, to help people forgive him for it, is to actively work with the victims of the deepfake porn, actively work with them in order to try and either punish the people who made it or, make it illegal for it to exist or whatever. Just actively help and try as much as you can to take a hard stance against it. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, viewer 245 is now the guy who campaigns against deepfake porn until he sucks a dick, and then he's the dick sucker.
There's no excuse. I really am sorry. And I guess most of all to the people in the community that just feel let down because you mean a lot to me. I don't know.
That's another thing. That's another thing I want to talk about. That is a particularly important thing that I think I need to say. If you're making an apology, the last people you should apologize to is your community. That might be a hot take. That might not be something that everyone agrees with. But the last people you should be apologizing to, if there are actual victims of the thing that you did, the last people you should apologize to is the community. Because the people that are actually hurt by it, it's not the community that's hurt by it as much as, in this particular example, the streamers that were in the videos that he saw, or the pictures, or whatever it was that he saw. The thing is, if you're making an apology where there are victims to whatever you did, you should immediately, first thing, apologize to whoever was wronged in that situation, then apologize to anyone else that it hurts that are not your fans. For example, obviously his partner. And then the very last thing you should do then is say, like, to apologize to your community. Apparently a very common nightmare that people have is going to school and then realizing you're completely naked. And I know I'm talking about like a dream, like something that doesn't actually happen, but that feeling immediately after realizing, oh my god, I'm naked in front of the whole class, like, generally speaking, it's a fear that everyone has. Some people don't, and that's fine, but we're kind of conditioned to feel that way, and then having that happen to you in front of millions of people is really bad. Even if it isn't your own body, like it could be just your face on someone else's body. Even then, it's like the idea that people are thinking about you like that is, it must suck.
Anyway, I know if I try to stream anything, it's just gonna be LSF for a long time. So, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. I've been up all night thinking about it, and I want to talk and make sure you guys know from me, like, what the situation is, that it is fucking true. Yeah, that's it. I might end it, dude. I mean, here in the stream, because I don't want you guys to have to hear me repeat myself. But I'm gonna make some calls today. I want to talk to some people, and I guess I just hope if you've been here for a while that you can think back to some of the, I mean, consistent patterns of behavior that are against this kind of this. You know, I really hate myself for making this mistake. And
Again, he's trying to appeal to his viewers, which I don't think is a super good idea. In my opinion, I don't think you should attempt to appeal specifically to the people that are watching and saying, well, think back to the good things, guys, please. Please don't think about this. Think about the good things. It's a very complicated situation. But at the same time, I think this is a really bad apology. I don't think we're quite at the end. No, not really. I don't think it's a good apology. And at the same time, I don't think you should ever apologize on stream. I don't think apologizing on stream is good, because you're basically guaranteed to say something that, you know, you'll regret later on, or say something that you don't actually mean.
And it's something I'm not taking lightly. I want you to know that it's gonna weigh on me for a very, very long time, and I'm gonna try to fucking see what I can do. Just see what I can do. I don't think I'll stream. I'm just sad because I've been loving the stream lately. I'm having such a good time, but I don't think I'm gonna stream. And then I'm gonna go to Japan, and we'll see. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna end. Yeah, I guess I really want to emphasize, never again. Like, legitimately, as long as I live, never, never, never. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Guys, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for taking a moment. Okay. Thanks, sorry. Bye.
Certainly some things said that I wouldn't think are the right takes. Certain things that he said that I don't think should have been said in an apology video. I certainly don't think the whole situation is good. That's awful. You know, it happened. What can you do, right?